What's up, guys? Hello, and welcome back once again to your favorite podcast. This is Feli. Extremely excited here, guys, Sam and me. Why? Because welcome to the second season of lovealadijonnaise.
Yay! Welcome to the second season.
Yes, we were out for a couple of weeks, but the thing is, we needed to prepare actually the second season. We needed to plan it, work on it. And actually, right now we're still working on it because maybe you're listening you're going to be listening these next episodes every week. But the thing is, in reality, we're going to be recording them every day, to have a new episode to edit because we are still together.
Yes, and that way it's easier for us to edit, to prepare, to think, to brainstorm. So basically, you're going to listen to the episodes every week. They're gonna be recorded almost every day.
Exactly. And we've been working, we've been brainstorming, as Sam said, and we have a couple of new ideas that we have. For now, the episodes are gonna having the same thing more or less. Literally, it's gonna be us talking about most of the times long distance relationship, but also we're gonna start including more kind of personal and motivational aspects and subjects of the podcast because we believe that it's actually very helpful.
Yes, and also we're gonna try to have more special guests on the episodes because we love having special guests. And again, if someone wants to participate in an episode, you're welcome. We're open to everyone. And what else? Well, other things that we're working on them, but we're still developing them because they're in the process of ideas.
Yeah, we still having some ideas about it, about what Sam was saying. Yes, actually, we are already seeing with a couple of people as our guests coming soon. They're gonna come. It's just we're still talking about when dates, times, and everything. And about other ideas, there are a couple of projects that we have in mind. The thing is they're gonna depend actually on about you guys. Literally, if you would like to know about those projects, if you will be interested. By now we can't tell you anything because still we don't even have any idea about it. It's just an idea that we have, but you're gonna be telling us depending on the audience and everything if we develop them or not.
Yes, because we have currently these baby ideas that have been just born and we need to develop them. And as Felipe said, if you want to know about them and all those things, but we're gonna let you know when the time is right.
Yeah, but for now we're gonna start with the first episode. Something that we were forgetting and we were going to explain you guys. Now the podcast is gonna be confirmed of seasons. As you can see, this is the beginning of the second season.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, last season, it was of 23, 24 episodes.
Something like that.
But
because we didn't know we were going to make it, in seasons. And at some point we were almost running out of ideas. And we were okay, let's stop. Let's brainstorm, take a break. And now we decided that actually we're going to have 15 episodes in a season. And once 15 episodes are published, we're gonna have again a tiny break, and that's how it's gonna be.
Yeah, it's gonna be it's not even a break. We're gonna work on the next season because it's we call it break, but in reality we have a 3-day break, and in reality after the third day that we're not recording anything, we're okay, what are we gonna do?
Yes.
But let's just begin with this season. Thank you so much, guys, for all of you that you're still here with us, that you were excited for the second season. If you're new and you just arrived and you came by this podcast, this is Sam and Feli, welcome. And if you still want to know what the hell is going on, why are we here recording this podcast, we kindly invite you to go to the first season and start listening from there. Take your time. But if not, you can stay here. And today we're going to start with an interesting topic. It's completely related to relationships, not long distance, but in general relationships.
Surprise, surprise, in general relationships.
Yes, and the topic is going to be the need and the importance of having awkward conversations.
Ooh.
What does this have to be and what does it mean?
Well, depends how you interpretate the word awkward and talks.
Yeah.
So, it's very important. Here are different aspects because it can be from whatever aspect, but they're important. So you have this trust with your couple, and you build the trust, and also you can grow and embrace the moments.
Yeah. What we want to transmit with this podcast, well, with this episode is, for those one of you that you're in a relationship, we bet. Seriously, we bet that you ever had gone into one of those argument situations. And what's the first thing you do? Oh, I don't want to talk. And you start ignoring the person, and it's a whole mess. And the first thing that comes to your mind is, I don't want to talk to this person, which is something healthy, because in reality, whenever you talk to someone and you are in that moment that you are mad, you tend to be more aggressive, more rude.
And you don't know what you're saying.
Exactly. So usually it's actually kind of convenient that you wait. If you realize yourself that you're mad, you are like, okay, you know what? Just give me a couple of minutes to chill out.
To have your personal time.
Yeah. But the problem comes when you don't want to have that conversation. For example, let's put an example. You know that you're wrong, for example, and you don't want to talk. And that's a problem. That's what we mean to having those awkward conversations, because it's very important, because from awkward conversations, both of you and the relationship can grow.
And also, these awkward conversations, let's say in the aspect of if you have an argument, they are sometimes, most of the times, like confrontational talks.
Yeah.
And you just need to talk about the problem. There is no other way. You can be quiet, avoid it. You can say, I don't want to talk about it. Believe me, I learned from my own experience.
Yeah, we're telling you this because actually happens to us. As you know, in previous episodes that we were mentioned in the first season, here from both of us, Sam is the one that sometimes she tries to avoid the topic, because sometimes when it's just like, it's not a problem, but there's something that happened, and maybe I tell her, baby, like, this is not okay. This is, it doesn't benefit you at all and anything. And most of the time, she's like, oh, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it. No.
Like, you need to, because if you keep it to yourself, then in the future, it's going to be a problem for you.
It's a big problem, and I still need to work on that. But as we had in one of our episodes in first season was about communication or something like that. We said it is very important, because it's gonna benefit you for the future. Your relationship is gonna be healthier if you communicate, and also not only with your couple, but with your friends, family, whoever.
Yeah. Actually, as you are saying, and as Sam is saying, it's a topic not only for couples, but also for family, friends, and whoever you can be actually close to, because you can have actually awkward conversations with whomever. So for all of you, if you are one of those people that just try to avoid those type of conversations, just give yourself the opportunity, because most part of the times whenever someone tells you that you're wrong or that you should get better on something, is because they love you and that actually they want some benefit and some good to you.
Yes, and also, don't think that you're always right. Also, when you know that you're actually wrong, don't think that you're right, because you're not. Believe me, I'm talking from my own experience.
Yeah.
But yeah, and if you're one of those that needs like 5, 10, 20 minutes to calm down because you get very, not very angry, but angry, you don't know what to say, and your brain in that moment is not working properly, take your time. That's fine, because that's how you work. That's how you are as a person. But yeah, we all learned it's good to communicate. It's healthy.
Yeah, also if you take the time just having in mind that you are going to talk later. Because there's no point for you to waiting if you are going to wait. And after that, your couple is going to come and it's going to be like, okay, you want to talk about it? And you say, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Then what's the point?
You haven't done anything, believe me.
Literally, you won't solve the problem, and everything you're going to cause is just more problems, more issues, and more problematic situations among you two. So always try to talk about it. Actually, Sam and me, we have a couple of activities. We always try to change the way we do them. But what we have is like a tiny game of questions and suggestions. And what we do is we sit in front of each other and we tell each other to our own eyes, why do we like about a person
And
things,
what we don't.
things that we don't like about a person, but all this looking at each other's eyes. So literally, she can be telling me something she loves about me, but at the same time, she can be telling me
Something I don't like
Yeah,
about
she doesn't
you.
like, and it's completely healthy because literally, I mean, of course, telling the person on a
Nice and loving way,
yeah.
and also not in the way that you, especially the things you don't like about person, not on the way that you give them the feeling you want to change the person or their personality. Of course not, that's not healthy, but on the way that you are trying to help them to, how you say, to not to fix their problems, but to get better in certain aspects.
Yeah,
because it's gonna benefit them.
The only thing that you're trying to do here is literally to help the person. And I remember the first time we did this, we were in Slovenia, and it was my idea, and I told her like, "Come here." We sat, and I explained her how the activity was gonna be. And I remember, like, actually, we were talking more or less for like 2 hours. The activity
yes.
took like 2 hours out.
But it's a fun activity, actually.
Yeah, it's a fun activity because you can literally be telling. I mean, you are laughing even at the same point because saying like the things you like about a person.
It's very cute and it's very easy to say.
But actually, to say the things that you don't like about a person is hard. But for some reason, we were telling each other the things we don't like about the other person is when we were mostly laughing and smiling, because we were laughing about the fact that we knew we were wrong on that, and that actually the other person realizes about that bad habit we have.
Yeah, and with that the other person wants, like, they want to help us, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And also, I mean, it's very hard to have those conversations. I mean, depends of couple how you are. If you're very comfortable, if you're not, it depends. But of course, they're harder, especially in the things you don't like about person. But they're very important, and I think everyone should do them. Just sit down and like chill and talk about those awkward things.
Yeah, because as you were saying, it builds confidence, and with these kind of activities, you can build the confidence with your couple. Also, like for those couples that they're actually starting the relationship, I think like at some point after 6 months more or less of relationship, it's a healthy thing to do, because most of the times when we are like above 6 months, but before the year, we still don't have the confidence with the person to tell the person something we don't like. And I think like with this, you can actually learn about the other person, and you can break that boundary that you have with the other person. Like, oh, no, I'm not gonna say this because she's gonna get mad. And no, dude, literally no.
That's what I wanted to say, but I lost my thought again. Exactly. I mean, don't be afraid that your couple is gonna be offended or something, because it's for their own good. Just try to select nice words, you know, in a loving way, and make it as a conversation, because we told you ours lasted for like 2 hours, and it was very fun to do it. We laughed.
Yeah, we laughed. And what we'd really suggest is to have couple activities about whatever, literally couple activities.
Yes, those are fun to do.
Yeah, like games and stuff. Whenever you have more confidence, there's a game that we play. We played last time that we were in Slovenia. It's Drunk Uno.
Yeah, Uno, drinking Uno, something like
drinking
that.
Uno. And it was actually very funny because you can actually have a lot of fun with your couple. And on this, I mean, on the situation, we were already planning it for some time. We were like, oh, we're gonna play drinking Uno, and it was actually very fun. I mean, of course, it's not about asking questions and stuff. It's just to have fun. But it's actually a way of breaking that barrier in the moment. I mean, if you don't feel,
because you both, when we all know how we are as drunk people. Once we get tipsy or drunk, everyone's like, you know, laughing and goofy and all those things. But that was the point of the game, to break the boundary, and that we were even more comfortable with each other being in that way.
And you can be very creative. But still, what we suggest is just, I mean, a couple of people are going to say, oh, I'm not creative enough and those things. Dude, literally, I took the game out from Google. One day I was Googling, and then not the drinking Uno. I was talking about the activity. The questions.
The question.
Yeah.
You go on Instagram, Pinterest, Google. Pinterest has amazing things. You can find different couple activities you can do to like break those uncomfortable boundaries or yeah.
But what we want to say is literally to have those awkward talks, that you shouldn't be afraid of having those talks that you make you feel uncomfortable, and that most part of the times are gonna focus on bad things about you because they're necessary, not only for your relationship but on a personal level they're gonna help you to improve.
For your future. And I know it helped us a lot, and we got better in some things. In some other things we still need to work,
Yeah.
but it brought us together, and that was like the point of the activity.
No, I know. And I remember that one of the things Sam told me was like, oh, you're very messy with your clothes, which is true. I was one of those that used to throw his clothes away and leave shoes everywhere. I mean, I'm still doing it a couple of times, depends, but most of the times, yeah, I'm doing it less. And everything was because Sam told me one day, like, you just leave clothes everywhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, she told me in a funny way. I don't remember anymore how did she tell me, but those are the things that, like, literally she told me something that it's not for her benefit. Maybe makes herself feel a bit better when we are together because she doesn't feel like she's living somewhere messy. But mainly for me, because most part of the time it's only me.
Yes.
So now my room looks, of course, better, and I take more care of those things.
And I appreciate that. I'm happy you got better.
No, and I'm trying. But those are the type of things that we're talking about, guys. Literally to have those conversations.
And well, I think that was it for today's episode. I hope we gave you some ideas, nice advices that you can do with your couple. And well, we give you a tiny introduction to the second season, and we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we hope you had liked the first episode of the second season, guys. We wanted to have an episode that was kind of special, but also could fit to everyone else. Not something only for long distance relationship, but to whomever, because this can happen to whomever. So thank you so much for being here, guys. Thank you for waiting for us for the second season. We have been working hard on this. We are still doing some brainstorming, and as we told you, we're talking to some people to have them as special guests, and maybe we see actually very possible first collaboration with another podcaster. So we're still working on that, guys. So keep tuned, stay tuned here. And well, as we usually say, don't forget please to follow us, but of course that's Sam's part.
Yes, to follow us, and what is very, very important, share the podcast. This is how you can help your favorite podcaster. So share. And as usual, you can find us on Instagram, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, and I believe also Google Podcasts.
Google Podcasts we've been since like more or less a month ago.
And those are all our social media accounts. And also, if you want to send us email, it's always in the description.
Always in the description of YouTube. And we're basically everywhere as lovealadijonnaise. And you can just find everything on Instagram at lovealadijonnaise podcast. Literally just like that. And yeah, we hope that you enjoy a lot, guys. And well, have an amazing weekend. And see you here next weekend with a new topic.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.